Hey everybody, happy Tuesday! And I'm holding my iPad right now. I'm multitasking. I'm meeting some friends and I have to do a video really quickly. And I know I'm not in my normal situation, but I am here and I'm in my office and I'm sitting in my chair. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. And it's good to be back. I was in Seattle for a week, and sorry if this is wobbly. I'm gonna do my best to hold it straight. I was in Seattle at Vlogger Fair. Hey, and thank you all who came out. It was wonderful to meet you and talk to you and put faces to names. Many of you, I was like, well, what's your name on Twitter or Tumblr or YouTube? Because the funny thing is that because I look through so many comments and I read so many and I comment back, I know you very well based on your name or your avatar, your little square thing. So it was exciting. So thank you so much for coming out. It was really cool and I was really excited and I love that kind of stuff. So if you're new to my channel, this is my phone. I've got my notes on here from Tumblr. On Tuesdays, I'm on Tumblr. Hey. So if you ask your question, use the hashtag KatieFAQ. I have 3 of them and I have a journal topic at the end, so you want to stay tuned from that. And I also got a FAQ in my P.O. box, so I'm going to answer that one as well. Okay. Without further ado, here we go. Hey, Katie, I have horrible anxiety and panic attacks. I'm a junior in a very large school, but could easily switch to a school a quarter the size. I'd know no one there. Would you suggest a client to move schools if it could possibly help? I've actually had a couple clients talk about moving schools, especially ones that have been bullied and had really icky situations at the school that they're in. And I always encourage my clients to really think through it for the same reasons that you're thinking through it. Like, hey, I'd know no one. It's really overwhelming. And that can prove to be very anxiety provoking as well. And so I would encourage you just to be a little bit careful about that and to think about it a lot, because my main concern for my clients is I don't want them to get worse. I don't want them to go to a whole nother situation just to recreate the same struggles and the same issues. Oftentimes I find we're better off trying to work through our struggles in the situation that we're in because we know more about it. We can actually prepare more. We have more data on it, so to speak, kind of like we've been doing our own little study. So I would take your time and I would think about it. I would talk with my therapist about it. If we believe that it's the fact that your school is so large that is making you so overwhelmed, then it might be a really viable option to switch. But I would encourage you to see if there's anything else you can do in the moment to work on it while at the school that you're at. Because wherever we go, there we are. And I find usually our anxiety, our depression, our struggles tend to follow us. But that doesn't mean that we can't overcome them. And that if we don't get the proper support, we can't, kick its ass. So I think, think about it. Spend some time meditating about it. Think about what you think the real cause of your anxiety is. If you believe it's the size and the people at that particular school, then let's try another one. Okay, I hope that helps. If any of you have switched schools or have any experience with this, please let me know below, because this is something that is different for everyone. Like all the stuff I talk about, everybody's experience is different. And if you have something that you think could benefit this person, let me know, okay? Nope, I dropped my phone. Okay, question number 2. Hey, Katie, I haven't seen my therapist in a year or so, but I left very abruptly because my parents couldn't pay for it. Oh, bummer. I've gotten a lot better since then, but I still want to talk through some things with her. How would I go about the first appointment after not seeing her for a year? I'm scared we wouldn't have the same connection as we did. You will have the same connection. Do not fret, my dear. I've had this happen with quite a few clients, and unfortunately, it's just unfortunate. It really bums me out, and I'm sure your therapist felt the same, because something that is so important to me, I guess I shouldn't say for therapists, because I just know myself and my supervisor and stuff. Just a proper process in therapy, having the time to warm up and decide if that therapist is the right fit for you, and then having the time to process through the potential grief of losing therapy and titrating down on therapy and having like a time to say goodbye. It's really, really important. So I'm really sorry that happened to you, but I have no doubt this therapist will A, remember you, B, you'll have the same connection that you used to have, and C, you can almost pick up where you left off. It's almost like your best friend from, kindergarten. You run into him and you're like, oh my gosh, and you have like the same connection, because the thing about therapy that's so great is that we know you because we've taken the time to understand you, to hear all your worries and concerns and hold them and listen, and that relationship is something that doesn't just go away. So don't worry about the relationship changing or being weird. It may take you a session or 2 to feel back into it, but I would call and leave a message or email if that's the way that she or he goes about it. But I would just say your name and when you saw them and when you stopped and that you'd like to start again. Okay? Now let's see. Last question. Okay, I got this one in my P.O. box. This is my P.O. box one, 2 weeks ago. Hey, Katie, are you religious? Even if you're not, why or how do you think going to church or praying seems to help a lot of people struggling with depression? Like, is there a scientific reason why it helps some people? Thanks. I thought this was a really interesting question because of the fact that religion plays a big role. Sorry, this is really shaky, guys. I'm doing my best. I like to talk with my hands, and to have to hold the iPad is like making I can't do my hand gestures. Okay, so am I religious? No. I was actually born and raised very religious, hence why, I went to Pepperdine. I was very, very involved in my youth group as a child, all the way through, I guess, 18, maybe 20-ish, and then I made my own choice that wasn't the thing that I wanted to do. But I understand religion. I support people who believe that it's something that they want to participate in fully. And I think the reason, I remember being asked, I had a really cynical boyfriend at one point in high school, and I remember him asking me at one point, like, this is why it didn't work out. Why the hell would you go to church so much? And why do you like doing that? Why do you pray? And I remember saying to him, with such conviction at the time, and I still believe it real wholeheartedly, life is shitty, and it can be really shitty. And if there's something I can do to make myself feel better about it and be more prepared and feel like there's some higher power who's protecting me, looking out for me, and that gives me some sense of relief and like safe haven, then why the hell wouldn't I? That's why I think it helps people. If you're feeling lost, if you feel like things are just turning out terribly, or even if things are good, it just helps for us as humans to feel connected, to feel part of a community. Part of the reason why I created this whole thing is because of that very belief. I think it's really important for us to know that people are looking out for us, people care about us, people are there, and churches are a great place to find a community. So that's why, and that's why I think it helps so much. If you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling down on your luck, if things are just hard for you and you're struggling, finding people in a community of love and support and that whole like agape love, no matter what, forgiveness can feel really, really good. And if it's something that you like, I encourage you to keep doing it, because if it's working, let's keep doing it. And that's a great liaison into my journal topic, which is because I went to Vlogger and I got to hug some people and meet some people and talk with other vloggers and just be in the YouTube space, which makes me feel like not such a weirdo that I talk to my camera like 5 days a week, is how important physical together, eye to eye, not through a screen, how important that is. I want all of you to take some time this week. I challenge you to get out and meet with someone. I know I talk about this a lot, and I know some of you are like, Katie, this is just the same journal topic over again, but it's because it's so important to me, because there's nothing like a hug, like a pat on the back, like I'm here, I hear you, I'm looking at you, I understand you. There's nothing like it. And it's so powerful to me because I talk to so many of you online. There's nothing more powerful than me to say, oh my gosh, you're so-and-so on YouTube? I remember you've been around for a long time. I know this comment. I remember when you commented on this. Like, I have that memory for all of you. And it's great for me to put a face to an avatar, to a name. For me, it like recharged my batteries. And it's so powerful. The internet's so powerful, but nothing's as powerful as a hug from a person and for me to put a face to a name. And I think for many of you, we're missing that like human touch. So I would encourage all of you to get out and have some of that human touch, okay? I love you all. It's good to be back. I missed you so very much. Tomorrow I'll be on YouTube and the website, so ask your questions there using the hashtag KatieFAQ, and I'll see you then. Bye!